Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. We're going to be making banana bread today. These are the ingredients you're going to need: overripe bananas, baking soda, sugar, and then a big bowl to mix the butter and sugar in. Let's dive in. We're going to cream the butter and the sugar. Please use a mixer, you're not a superman. Then add the bananas and the eggs and then whisk everything together. You're going to have something that looks a little bit like this. It might look a little bit icky, but the next thing you're going to do is add in the flour. Sift in the flour like that because you're incorporating air into the mix. Okay, and then you do that a second time. The next thing to do is add the 1 teaspoon of flour. I just shake it in because I'm used to making banana bread, but use a teaspoon for accurate measurements. Then we grab our big wooden spoon and then continue to stir it in till everything is incorporated. Spin, 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 spin. You can use a mixer for this as well if you're not used to baking, but I just wanted to get my daily arm workouts in, so I did the wooden spoon instead. So mix everything till you have a nice fine texture, and then it should drop right off the spoon once everything is mixed in and nice. It's not supposed to be watery or too thick, it's meant to be a nice texture. Then we grab our pan. Now that's a non-stick pan, but I'm used to heartbreak and disappointment. So what I do is to grab a tablespoon of butter and then oil the whole baking pan. So use your fingers to work it in, especially because I'm not using the traditional square pan. I'm using a flour or pan. I just like to get in the oil so that it slides out easily when it's fully baked through. So now we're just going to grease it through. This is optional because this pan is a non-stick one, as I said, but I just like to do that for the extra precaution. Get into all the corners. This is messy, you're going to have to wash your hands afterwards, but you can always use a spatula. I just like to use my finger because the spatula will not get into all the crevices. Okay, once you're done with that, then grab your 1/4 cup of flour. And the purpose of the flour too is just because the oil is going to get absorbed into the baking. The flour is just that extra layer, and then we're going to shake the pan around so the flour also gets on all the butter that we have applied to the corners of the pan. Shake it off, ha ha. Shake it, shake it, shake it, baby, shake it, shake it, shake it. Shake it off, ha ha ha. Okay, now once we're done shaking it off and getting in a booty wiggle, what we're going to do is to pour in the batter into the pan. Okay, so grab your wooden spoon and then just pour it into the pan. Make sure it gets into all the sides, and then you can use your spatula also to get it around. You can still shake the pan at this stage because you're just trying to make sure that everything settles, there are no lumps in your banana bread. And then you can grab your spatula to smoothen everything and give it that last shake. So this is where I use my spatula. Honestly, I was tempted to use my finger, but the number of times you're going to wash your hands, you just want to get it over and done with and actually eat bread or cake. So scrape. I actually find the process of scraping all that batter into the pan very relaxing. Then you do that. Please don't leak the batter no matter how much you're tempted, because there's raw egg in it and that could cause food poisoning, also known as salmonella. Now we smoothen it. What does this remind you of? I don't know. It's just so relaxing. Okay, now we're just making sure that everything gets in there. Smoothing again. And now it's time to get it into the oven. So your oven should be on 300 degrees Fahrenheit, and we're going to bake for 30 minutes. After that, you're going to do the first test because sometimes the 30 minutes isn't always enough. But when you put it in and your knife comes out clean, then it's good and ready to be cooled off. If there's still a little bit of the knife like it was in this picture, bake for another 5 minutes and then bring it out. This is what your final product will look like, and what you can do to enjoy it is finish off a slice with a nice glass of cold orange juice. Thank you for watching. See you in my next video.